Hey friends, I'm Dustin. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Life of Lynn channel. We are in September, late September here out in the homestead up on the high Colorado prairie. And you saw my last video about processing chickens. You'll seen that we had high fire risk, high fires in the mountains. It was looking really bad. Well, another day, another cloud of smoke that's blocked out the sun. It is, you guys can't even tell how bad it is. I can taste it, smell it. There's little pieces of ash falling. We are over 150 miles away from the Cameron Peak fire, and it is apocalyptic looking out here. Video just doesn't do it justice. Yeah, it really doesn't. Everything's kind of a golden color from the smoke. My eyes are even starting to burn. So today's episode, let's talk about the gardens. This year's gardens were horrible. If you've seen our storm videos, you understand why. They got hailed out twice, completely ruined to the ground. The only thing that survived those hailstorms were a few rows of corn right here, which we got a little bit out of. Peaches and cream sweet corn. Probably got a few dozen that we grilled, and then we filled up about 3 gallons worth of corn frozen for the winter. So not very much. Everything was shocked pretty bad. The only other things that came up after the hail were the potatoes, because they're a deep root vegetable. They were able to regrow, although we did lose a few. And onions, which stunted their growth as well. So they're only a little bit bigger than a golf ball, which is not ideal. The little Kubota L2501 did fantastic. I would have felt a lot better about making all those payments had we had a large garden with a lot of vegetables in it, because we planted a lot and it was all destroyed. All the tomatoes, all the peppers, pumpkins, all that stuff was just wiped out. So today we're gonna harvest what's left, and what's left are all these potatoes behind me. Well, yeah, there's some weeds in between, but deep down in there we got some potato plants, and the tops are starting to die off. So it's time to start getting these things out of the ground. So we're gonna jump on that, hang out with the chickens a little bit, and let's see what these potatoes look like. See, these are some of the baby reds that we planted here. I'm just gonna flip that over. Let's see what we got. Good sized potato. That's about the size that they're typically supposed to be. Good color. A little bug bite there. No big deal. It smells great. Really can't beat homegrown produce, and it's a shame that our garden was destroyed this year. These little baby ones here, you can save these as seed starters for next year, or you could just clean them up and put a bunch of them in a soup, and that would taste fantastic. Yeah, I had a little bit of a bug problem this year, but being all natural, we kind of cut back on things that aren't supposed to be in our garden, you know? No chemicals or anything here, all organic. We did use a little bit of fresh cow manure. Not fresh, but composted cow manure. Oh, lots of potatoes, all right. Look at those, that's great. This wagon is not gonna be big enough. But let's hit the time lapse and get to it. So far we've dug up a handful of plants, and we've only dug up probably about 5 of the Yukon Golds so far, and I think we're on number 7 of these reds. They're supposed to be a baby red of some kind. I don't know what variety, but they're not really babyish. Some of these things are monsters. So turned out pretty good considering how far we have to go still. We've only done this much. So we're gonna have a lot of potatoes. Well, folks, we dug about the first handful of plants up. What's that, maybe 15 feet on all 6 rows? Yeah, that's a lot. Maybe next year, depending on how well the reds keep, we'll do more of those. But yeah, just got these handfuls picked up here, and we have over 100 feet left of 6 rows. So a lot of potatoes. The plan right now is go get out of the smoke. So you can see the truck in the background there. That's only a half mile away, and you can see the smoke has just almost made that disappear. I got that entire thing full of potatoes already. I got some water going down there. That's just going to soften the ground up for tomorrow when I dig some more up. But also have some burlap sacks coming so that we can keep these in cool, dry storage, keep them ventilated so they don't rot this winter. But I think I'm going to grab a handful of these things and some fresh onions down to the other side there, run inside and fry them up for a little afternoon snack if you guys want to come inside with me, and let's cook something up with them. All right, guys, we got our potatoes and our onions. We just grabbed a few from out there in the garden, and we are in the Life of Lind kitchen. Yeah, kind of a mess, still not finished, but we're getting close, and then we'll have a house tour soon. But let's whip up something to eat and see how it tastes. All right, like I said, guys, the onions are not much bigger than a golf ball, pretty small. That's kind of about the size that they all are. A little annoying, but they had the heads completely knocked off of them from hail a few times. So, potatoes, those are looking pretty good. Look at that thing. I'm gonna slice these up, dice these up. Gonna throw them in our trusty cast iron pan here underneath our real gas range. A little olive oil, a little salt, pepper, a little oregano, and I like a little chipotle pepper, so we're gonna spice them up a little bit. I tell you, these onions might be small, but they are incredibly strong. I pretty much always cook with olive oil, even though olive oil has a lower flash point and burns a little easier. I do like the flavor of it, and it's a little bit healthier than some of the other canola and corn oils and that sort of thing out there. So let's light this fire here. And put it under medium heat. Almost forgot, guys, one of the most important ingredients, minced garlic. Yeah, there we go. We need that in there. And just like that, guys, we are going to be eating from the garden tonight. So, wish we had some more stuff out there, but this is our final harvest of the year, and basically just potatoes. But better than nothing, so we're looking forward to having a plentiful supply of those for the winter. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. God bless you. We'll see you next time.